Hi, Rachel.
Hi, Judy.
I'm so excited to meet you. Just like I was when I first realized you are the one that was funded due to the DRR competition that you had. But I'm sure a lot of people, the people watching this video, do not know what you're talking about. So, will you please introduce yourself, your full name, where your country, and what you do, and then get into how you got to know about the DRR competition?
Okay. Hello, everyone. My name is Rachel Simenta. I'm a land surveying and geomatics student from Uganda, and I'm the winner of the UNDRR art contest. Yeah, that's about it.
Yeah, so is this the art?
Yes,
Yeah,
this
like
is the
show it.
artwork.
So, what's the title of your art?
The title is Codes of Hope.
Chords of Hope. Like that title is unique. What's the concept behind your art?
So the artwork is inspired by the tragic Gitezi incident in Uganda, and this is a landfill in Uganda. They were dumping rubbish there, and people were living in close proximity to the rubbish. And from my perspective, I believe that this was due to a lack of awareness. Yes, because the government had set a restriction, a distance as to where the people are supposed to stop constructing their buildings, and people are defying it, people are continuing to go beyond it and live closer to the rubbish. So when it exploded, we had a loss of lives and people's property was destroyed.
All right.
So that's the basic inspiration.
And so, what are you showcasing based on the background you've given us? Like, can you demonstrate like what does the upper part represent? This? Like, is it that tragedy how they needed help? Well, it happened.
Well, there's a lot of symbolism in my artwork.
Uh-huh.
So we have the graduate at the top. Then we have the hands that are pulling onto. These are the cords from the title Codes of Hope. So these are the hands pulling onto the cords connected to the graduate. Then we have the pile of rubbish. So the pile of rubbish basically represents the accumulated risk. Yes. And then the hands are representing the people that have been taken up by the collapse of the rubbish due to their lack of awareness. And we have the graduate that's pulling the cords. So the cords are connecting the past generation, the people that have been trapped by their decisions. And we have a graduate that has been educated and that has been equipped to make informed decisions. Yes.
Okay. I like that. That means it's look at the width of
Mm.
what the land feels and the hand. This indicates a lot more people, but the people who are trying to get to get the right concepts, like the climate adaptations, the programs that are coming, like making cities resilient. Like there's a few people on the top that are now trying to change. Yeah, and that is the concept with the GRI. That a lot of times and at the moment we are not so many who are trying to mainstream DRR concept like building resilience, adopting risk reduction strategies to reduce or remove the cascading effects of decisions that people make from time to time that kind of roll from one generation to the other. And so the few people at the top who are the DRR advocates and the graduates actually, and then everything you're dealing with while we are trying to make a sustainable future by mainstreaming DRR concepts is all this. So no wonder you're the winner. Like this is just so on point. And so now let's get to the point where you tell us if this competition was real. Like most of the times when young people see competitions online, it's not easy to understand or differentiate. Is this genuine? Will the winner be an unusual person or will they just come from, the organization itself? And so, can you tell us if you had any connection with any GRR organization or me or any other youth that you might have seen on social media posting on this? Did you have any connection with the organizers?
Not at all. I had no connection with any DRR youth or person. I I saw the announcement on the youth opportunities for youth platform on Twitter. And from there, I went to the UNDRR page to see if that actually posted about it. Yes.
Okay, so I can see you used your own time and like to understand or try to find out if this opportunity is genuine, because the site you have mentioned is a really good one that always combines all the opportunities that are available for youth, and they post on their page. But then you went a step further and went into the UNDRR website to find out if this was real. So that was how she identified the credibility and integrity of that art competition. How many days did it take you to make these codes of hope?
So I think I found out around 10 days. 10
Mhm.
days to the end of the competition. And I took quite a while thinking about what I wanted to execute in my artwork. So it was 10 days is quite a little time to work with when doing art, but I worked on the piece within the second last day and the very day of the deadline. That's when I executed it, but I'd been creating the idea and writing it down. What am I going to execute? So when all that was in place, I was able to put it on.
All right. So, how did you create this art? Was it on paper? Did you have to use technology like, let's say, your laptop or an S Pen to get it, or did you just do it the old school art way, where you with your wood pencil and a big white paper, manila paper, and you just got it drawing? How did you do it on that last?
So for the artwork, I used Manila for the basic media, Manila. And then for the pile of rubbish, I used pen because I wanted to bring out the texture. And then also, most of the texture aspects I was using pen. And then we have colored pencil in the hands, in the gown. And then for the yellow background, I used soft pastel.
Oh yeah. So there you got it from an art expert, how we can mainstream and integrate art into communicating and sharing DRR concepts. And so one more thing, I know this is the first time you've attended an international conference. What do you think about it? What's your experience, and what message you really give to a young person out there?
My experience has been great. For any challenge I had someone assigned to me. So for any challenge I just give her a call and she's there to help. So it has been smooth in that aspect. And then what I've benefited, interacting with people from different places, seeing the ideas they have and understanding issues on a less of a national level and then into other countries as well. Yes.
All right. And so I remember you had this good idea on what you can do, that one thing you can do when you go back to your country. Now that you have attended this conference and got motivated and encouraged by what other individuals are doing, whether it's a big initiative or a small one. Will you be able to share just a small bit of the idea you had on your university and the use of paperback?
Yes. So I come from a high school where we were used to using paper bags. No polythene was allowed. And to me, it was a shock entering university and seeing this use of polythene papers. Well, some parts of the university have adopted the use of paper bags, but to a larger extent, the initiative is not well rated. So just from this experience and seeing people's ideas, people are actually trying to help their communities. It got me thinking, what can I do for my place? And as thinking, I could do something in that regard where we're using polythene papers within our university. We could change it to the use of paper bags.
Yes. And so the next time we meet, that's the challenge. And if you go back to the UNDRR page, you'll find an IDDRR campaign called Are You Ready? Campaign. And this is just where you go and say what you will do in terms of making, a sustainable future in a resilient way. And so your idea fits into it. So once you execute it, feel that, and we'll take it forward to the global platform now that this is the regional platform on DRR. And so as we wrap up, I just want to mention the organizers of the DRR art competition. It was an African region competition, and it was organized by the African Union Youth Advisory Board. And then we also have the Sendai Stakeholder Engagement Mechanism, and we also have the UNDRR Regional Office for Africa. And this is just one of the events that we did. And so if you follow our social media pages, you'll be able to get more engagement opportunities as we move forward to prepare on what the youth want to be their key message in the upcoming global platform of DRR. Thank you.